Hello everyone. Let us now discuss part 2 of chapter 5 Types of Crops from your class 6 geography book. Let's begin. Exercise C. State whether the following are true or false. Question number 1. Rice is a cash crop which grows well in alluvial soil. This statement is false. Now you must be wondering why this statement is false. Because rice does grow well in alluvial soil. Then what makes this statement false? If you read properly, you will see that the first half of the sentence says rice is a cash crop, which is a false statement. Rice is not a cash crop, it is a food crop. This makes the statement a false statement. Question number 2. Wheat is a staple food in North and Northwestern India. This is a true statement. Question number 3. The coarse cereal crops like millets are very sensitive to soil deficiencies. This statement is a false statement. In fact, millets are also called dry crops because they can be grown in high temperature and low rainfall regions. They are actually less sensitive to soil deficiencies. They can be grown in inferior alluvial or loamy soil. Therefore, this statement is completely a false statement. Question number 4. Optimum soil for cotton cultivation is the black soil of Deccan and Malwa Plateau. This statement is a true statement. Question number 5. China is the second largest producer of cotton. This statement is false. Because China is the leading producer of cotton in the world, India is the second largest producer of cotton after China. Therefore, this statement is completely a false statement. Let us now go to the next exercise. Exercise D. Differentiate between the following. Number 1. Cash crops and food crops. The first point of difference between cash crops and food crops are: cash crops are plants grown to be sold for profit, whereas food crops are plants grown for humans to eat. Cash crops are not directly used by the people. They are taken to industries, and many valuable products are made out of cash crops and sold in the market in higher prices. And thus, in this way, money is generated through cash crops. That is why the name cash crops. Whereas food crops are completely different. They are grown to feed the population of the world. Some examples of cash crops are cotton, jute, sugarcane, tobacco, and oilseeds. And some examples of food crops are rice, wheat, maize, millets, and pulses. We use various products made out of cotton and jute in our day-to-day life. Sugar is extracted from the juice of sugarcane, and many other products are made from the remaining part of sugarcane can, just like its fibers are used for making papers. Varieties of oils are extracted from oilseeds, and the remaining part is given as a fodder to the animals. Thus, in this way, every parts of cash crops are utilized, and so many products are extracted from one cash crops. The main utility of cash crops are to be sold in market and gain a lot of profit. Whereas food crops like rice, wheat, maize, millets, and pulses are cultivated solely to feed the humans in the world. Question number 2. Differentiate between food crops and plantation crops. The first point of difference between food crops and plantation crops are: food crops are plants grown for humans to eat, whereas plantation crops are those which are cultivated on an extensive scale. Which means plantation crops are those crops which are cultivated over large extended fields for many years. Examples of food crops are rice, wheat, maize, millets, and pulses. On the other hand, examples of plantation crops are tea, coffee, coconut, and rubber. We must know that plantation crops are single crops that are cultivated over an extended area of land for commercial purpose. With this, we have come to an end of part 2 I hope this class was helpful to all of you. Thank you.